Imagine waking up one day and realizing that years have passed, but nothing in your life has truly changed. The dreams you once had remain distant, the goals you set for yourself have faded into the background, and the life you envisioned seems more like a fantasy than a real possibility. You feel stuck, as if you are merely going through the motions, waiting for something to change, but nothing ever does. Have you ever wondered why this happens? Why do some people take bold action and transform their lives, while others remain trapped in a cycle of hesitation and inaction? Today, we are going to expose a silent force that may be sabotaging your success, happiness, and potential without you even realizing it. This force is passivity, the habit of standing still while life moves forward. It is a subtle, invisible trap that keeps you from making the changes you know you need to make. And the worst part? Most people never break free of it. But you will, because by the end of this video, you will not only understand how passivity is controlling your life, but you will also discover the most powerful way to break free. And trust me, the final insight is the most important of all, one that could be the key to unlocking a future of action, confidence, and unstoppable momentum. Passivity is one of the most destructive psychological patterns a person can develop. It does not always feel like a problem at first. In fact, it often disguises itself as patience, overthinking, or the illusion of being careful. But in reality, it is a slow poison. It keeps you in situations that do not fulfill you. It allows fear to dictate your decisions. It convinces you that waiting is the best option, when deep down you know that action is the only way forward. But where does this passivity come from? Why do some people charge forward in life while others remain frozen, unable to take the necessary steps? Psychologists have studied this phenomenon for decades, and one of the most well-known explanations comes from Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology. He introduced the concept of learned helplessness, which explains how people become passive over time. In one of his famous experiments, Seligman exposed dogs to repeated, uncontrollable negative experiences. Eventually, the dogs stopped trying to escape, even when they were given a clear path to freedom. The same principle applies to humans. When we experience repeated failure, rejection, or discouragement, we begin to believe that our efforts are meaningless. This belief seeps into our mindset, shaping our behavior and ultimately our reality. But failure is not the only cause of passivity. In fact, one of the most dangerous causes is something far more subtle: comfort. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to fall into a routine, even if that routine is unfulfilling? The human brain is wired for safety and predictability. In the past, this instinct kept our ancestors alive, ensuring they avoided unnecessary risks. But in the modern world, this survival mechanism often works against us. We become comfortable with the familiar, even when it is not what we truly want. Days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and before we realize it, life has passed us by. This is the true danger of passivity. It does not feel like a threat. It does not come with alarms or warnings. Instead, it operates in silence. It whispers in your ear, telling you that there is still time, that you can start tomorrow, or that you should wait for the perfect moment. But here is the brutal truth. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to take action. But let's take a step back and ask a deeper question. What is the real cost of passivity? What happens when we allow hesitation and inaction to control our lives? Victor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, provided a profound answer to this question in his book, Man's Search for Meaning. He argued that the primary drive of human beings is not pleasure, as Sigmund Freud suggested, nor power, as Friedrich Nietzsche believed, but meaning. According to Frankl, when people lack a sense of meaning, they drift through life aimlessly, trapped in a state of emptiness and stagnation. And nothing strips life of meaning more than passivity. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Was it in a moment of hesitation, waiting, and avoiding challenges? Or was it when you stepped outside your comfort zone, took a leap of faith, and pursued something meaningful? The truth is, meaning is not found in passivity. It is created through action. But here is the question that most people never ask themselves.
But what about
if passivity
failure?
is so destructive?
This is one of the
why are
biggest
people so
reasons
afraid
people
to take
remain
action?
passive.
What holds
they
them back
fear
from
failure
breaking
so
free?
much that
The
they would
answer
rather
lies
do
in a
nothing
powerful shift
than risk
in
making a
perspective,
mistake.
one that many people
But here is
overlook.
what they do not
Passivity
realize.
is not primarily
Failure
about
is
fear
not
of
the
failure
opposite
or
of
rejection.
success.
It
It is a
about
necessary
focusing on the
part
wrong
of
thing.
success.
Most people
Thomas
focus
Edison,
on the outcome,
when asked about
the
his
reward
repeated
of
failures
success,
while inventing the
pain
light
of
bulb,
failure.
famously
But
said,
this focus
"I
keeps
have
them
not
stuck.
failed.
The
I have
true
just found
breakthrough comes from
10,000
shifting your
ways
attention
that will not
to who
work."
you need to become.
This
If
is
you
the
want to be a
mindset
confident
of every
person,
successful
start
person
acting like
throughout history.
If you want to be disciplined,
They understand
make
that failure
decisions that
is
a
not a
disciplined
reflection
person
of their
would make.
worth or ability.
Every small action
it is
you
simply
take is a
feedback.
vote for the
It
person
is
you are
information.
becoming. This is
and
why
the only
action
true
must
failure
come before
is
motivation.
refusing to try.
Most people believe they need
So,
to feel ready
how do you
before
put
they
all
take
of this
action.
into action?
But the truth is,
how do you
action
finally
itself
break free
creates
from
motivation.
passivity and
When
start
you take
living
even
with
the
purpose
smallest
and
step
momentum?
forward, you shift
First,
your identity.
eliminate the
You
idea
start to
that
see
you need
yourself
to feel
differently.
motivated
And once
before
that
you take
shift
action.
happens, momentum
Motivation
builds.
is a
But
result
there is one more
of
layer
action,
to this.
not a
Passivity is
prerequisite
not
for
just
it.
about mindset
Instead
or
of waiting
identity.
to feel inspired,
It is also
make
about
action
emotional
a
resistance.
non-negotiable habit.
Many people remain
Second,
stuck because
redefine
taking
your
action
identity.
triggers deep
Stop seeing
emotional
yourself as someone who struggles
Maybe
with
it's the
action
fear of
or has
failure.
always been
Maybe
this
it's
way.
the fear of judgment.
Your past
Maybe
does
it's
not
the fear
define
of
your
leaving
future.
behind an old
Decide
version
today
of yourself.
that you are a person of
Neuroscientists
action
have discovered
and then
that the
prove
brain
it with your
treats
behavior.
psychological threats
Third,
the same way
lower
it treats
the barrier
physical
to
threats.
action.
When you
Many
consider
people
stepping
stay
outside
stuck
your
because
comfort
they believe
zone,
they need to
your
take
brain
massive
perceives
steps.
it as danger
But the truth is,
and activates
progress
the amygdala,
comes from
the part
small,
responsible
consistent
for fear
actions.
and survival
If
instincts.
something feels
This is why
overwhelming,
taking
break
action
it down.
often feels
Want
so
to start a new
difficult.
project?
Your
Spend
brain
just
is not
5
trying
minutes
to
working on
sabotage
it.
you.
Want
It is
to
trying
build a
to
new
protect
habit?
you from
Start with the
uncertainty.
simplest possible
But here's
version.
the key.
Small
You don't
steps
need to
lead
eliminate
to big
fear
changes.
to take action.
Finally,
You just
commit
need
to
to
making
act
decisions
anyway.
faster.
Every time you take
Overthinking
action,
is
despite
one of the
fear,
biggest contributors
you
to
rewire
passivity.
your brain.
The longer you
teach it that
hesitate, the
discomfort
more
is not
doubt
a
and
threat.
fear take control.
You build what neuroscientists
Set a rule for
call
yourself.
psychological
When faced with a
flexibility.
decision, give
The
yourself a
ability to
short
move
window to
forward,
decide,
even when you
whether
don't
it is 5
feel
seconds,
completely ready.
5 minutes,
And
or
the more
1 day.
you do this, the
then
more natural
take
it
action
becomes.
and move forward.
So, if
because at the end of the day,
passivity is rooted in
life
mindset,
rewards
identity,
action.
and emotional
Opportunities
resistance,
do not wait.
what is the
Time
ultimate
does
way
not
to
wait.
break free
The
from
future
it?
is being
The answer
shaped
is simple,
right now
but most
by the choices
people never
you make.
realize it.
So
And
the
once
real
you
question
do,
is, what will
everything
you do
changes.
next?
The
Will you
ultimate way
continue
to
to
break free
wait,
from passivity
overthink,
is
and
to
hesitate,
embrace
or will
radical
you take control,
responsibility.
step forward,
Radical
and start
responsibility
creating the
means
life
fully
you truly
accepting
want?
that your life
The
is
choice
in your
is
hands.
yours, and
No
that
more
choice,
waiting,
more than
no more
anything
excuses,
else, will
no more
determine
blaming
your
circumstances,
future.
other people,
Thanks for looking.
or even your past. It means real